Now, I want to talk about a new environment. Now, I'm going to show you that God is such unique that even in nature, God will change an animal that once was created in the ocean, and it turns out it gets on the land. It becomes a land animal instead of an ocean, or wet, But if they don't learn to adapt, they'll die on the land. See, all of a sudden something begins to happen. They leave the ocean and step out onto the land. Well, and that's great, but because things are changing in them. That's nature doing that through God's handling of nature. But then they have to adapt to that environment. And what people need to understand, when you get born again, number one, you have a new environment. But you have to learn to adapt to it or you won't make it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So write this down on this new environment. God's grace should never be used for moral laxity. God's grace should never be used for moral laxity. In other words, just because you're saved by grace don't mean you can go do anything you want. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not you that liveth, but Christ liveth in you. You got to understand, when you sin, that Christ is right in you, not around town somewhere. So he senses and feels that just as much as you do. See, some people call, and what happens is God does not condemn you, but he convicts you. There's a vast difference between conviction and condemnation. Condemnation would say, you low down, dirty dog, piece of trash from hell, you'll never amount to anything. And just make you. Conviction opens your eyes to the truth. God, I'm not doing that no more. And that's what happened when you got born again. You see what I'm saying? So you can understand that God's grace should never be used for moral laxity, or in other words, for, just to do whatever you want. Write this down. We must live habitually in a spiritual atmosphere, which is called the breath of life. Now, I'm going to say something I may get criticized over, but I get criticized a lot, so I'll give them some more to criticize me over. I have a hard time sinning because I have adapted to my new environment. Now, there's still some things, and even Paul said, I have not yet attained. I am not yet perfect. You work on that as you go through life.
Available for your partnership of $50 or more. Visit JDM.org for more information. Request yours today.